point guard Miriam.
Did you bring the book?
Good.
Please, will you give it to Annette?
I'm not that good evaluating someone from
This book?
second.
This one?
Yes. You've just got to look for number 2. Speech number 2.
Can I evaluate first time speaker? Sorry, I'm not as good at evaluating someone in his second. What's the number of the
2.
Oh, but this is the second book, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't got to the second book.
No.
Thank you.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow members and guests, anyone can write a novel. I'll do it myself one day when I have the time and inclination. Nothing to it. You just make up some characters, work out the plot, and write the thing. Couldn't be simpler. All this fuss about authors losing out to Amazon, not getting their just desserts, etc. Codswallop! Books should be free. Authors should write them as a hobby in their spare time. The first thing I'd say to the idiot who said that, if I could be bothered to answer at all, is you will never write a novel. You will never have the time or inclination. Because writing a novel requires a commitment that will always elude you. But the main thing I have to say is, why would you bother to write a novel? Because if you were to write a novel, if you actually managed to finish it, it would surely find its way to the bottom of the disused drawer, there to remain until you or your successor happened to find it. And what if you did find it, years later, and you read it? You'd probably recognize it for the rubbish it was and throw it away. Real authors don't write novels in order to fill up drawers with paper or discs with bytes. They write to have their work read and enjoyed, discussed, even criticized. And in order for that to happen, their novel has to be published. Published, you might say? No problem. These days, anyone can publish a novel. It won't even cost you much. Right. Anyone can self-publish a novel. But what then? Who's going to read it? Most self-published novels are badly written and poorly edited. People will only buy them if they've been recommended. And they're much more like, even today, it's easier to get your book known if you have a publisher, because that means that at least one person, and one who knows about literature, recommends the novel. So, how do you get your novel accepted by a publisher? It's a long process that starts even before you put pen to paper, even before characterization and the plotting. It turns out there's an awful lot to learn about writing. And even though there are different styles of writing, you have to learn the basic rules. Rules like show, don't tell, avoid cliches. And yes, all rules can be broken, but you have to break them knowingly. Otherwise, you end up with badly written prose. Novels that are accepted for publication aren't just written and sent out. They go through many different stages: writing, editing, rewriting, and so on. A novel can have any number of drafts. Beta readers are very important because you can't always tell what's clear in your own writing, what has to be added in order to clarify, and what should be left out because it's too obvious. And then, when you've finally decided your novel is ready, you have to write a synopsis and a cover letter. Probably many cover letters, because each cover letter should be tailored to the particular publisher or agent you're writing to. You have to be prepared for rejections, lots of them. You have to believe in your novel and be confident enough to send it out again and again, despite the rejections. And if you're lucky enough to be told why the novel is rejected, you have to make changes. And if the novel is finally accepted, then there's another editing stage. You might have to do a lot of rewriting. And finally, the novel is published. The end! Oh no! Because these days, even big publishing houses expect authors to be involved in marketing. On and offline, they have to be active in selling the novel. Online, they write blog posts, Facebook posts, tweets. They do run competitions, free giveaways, anything to attract readers. Offline, they do signings, readings, and they give speeches and interviews. And that, my friends, is the reason why I'm here, and why I come back every time, despite the embarrassment it causes and the frustration that comes afterwards. Thank you.